Hi everyone, it's Armen from ArmensCraftRoom. Let's talk about the Tailored Expressions Create in Quads class from the March 2025 Scrapbook and Cards Today Crop and Create Delivered for Card Makers event. I ranked all 5 classes in different areas on a scale of 1 to 5, with 5 being the absolute best. Let's see how Tailored Expressions ranks. First of all, I ranked under additional supplies needed. There was a rather extensive list of additional supplies needed for this class. Most of the supplies seem fairly basic for someone who is not new to paper crafting. There were a few specialty items and more expensive items on the list, such as pixie spray, which was used to add foil to the card fronts, and a set of nesting dies and post-it removable labeling tape. I chose to use the Altenew iridescent spray on my cards instead of the pixie spray and provided foil, and I'm very happy with how my cards turn out. While Taylor did tell us how to use the post-it removable labeling tape, I felt that it was an unnecessary item and will now need to find a use for it in my craft room. Due to the longer list of additional supplies needed for these cards, several of which I don't believe a new crafter would own, I ranked this class as 4 out of 5 for additional supplies needed. There's also homework for the classes throughout this event. Tailored Expressions did not have any homework, and I did end up choosing to die cut the sentiment strips and prepare the card bases in advance, which took me about 5 minutes. Due to the lack of homework, this class received a 5 out of 5 for both homework time and commitment and difficulty level. Perceived product value. Tailored Expressions provided one of the larger product sets in the box, valued at over $80. The $80 is calculated after they released the product to the general public. They provided sentiment strips in white and black backgrounds, so there were color options, and the strips were also printed with toner, so anybody who has a laminator style hot foil machine would be able to foil their sentiment strips if they wanted to. I had trouble placing the sentiment on the bird get well card, as all the birds look so good, and I was super happy to find out at the end of class that they created a die plate to cut out all the smaller birds. I had that ordered before the second class started, and it arrived to my home 6 days later. Tailored Expressions ranked 5 out of 5 in both product value and 4 out of 5 on product set completion, and they got a 4 because they released additional add-on products for purchase after the class. They further released even more additional products a couple weeks after the class, so I felt that it would have got a 5 had that sent the entire product group in our class box, but because there was more add-ons and it would cost more money, then I felt like a 4 was fair. Overall, the perceived product value was 4.5 out of 5, which is a 90%. Under instruction, Taylor brought a relaxed, bright, and fun energy into the class, the perfect way to start the event off. She provided clear, easy to follow instructions alongside great tips, mainly around stenciling throughout the class. I never felt rushed, and we completed all projects during the allotted class time. I gave this class a 5 out of 5 ranking on instruction clarity, extra tips shared, cadence, and project completion during class time. For completed cards, this would rank the final cards in the classes. I chose to rank them as 4 out of 5. And this is because the final cards in the Create in Quads class are beautiful, even without the foiling. The sentiments provided were extremely usable, and I cannot wait to make more cards with this product set. I actually have a great rainbow idea I'll be sharing on this channel at a later date. Taylor really showed us how to add special touches to these stencil cards. So I do think that they were rather unique in composition, extremely usable, so they received a 4 out of 5. Overall, for the Tailored Expressions class, I ranked them 4.5 out of 5, which is 90%. I would 100% take another class with her. I was super satisfied with it. I think that while the cards were somewhat unique but not crazy unique, I think they were great. They were great for a skilled crafter, they were great for a beginner, and I think that those cards could be used with any number of sentiments. They were extremely versatile, and I really appreciate that. Highly recommend classes with Taylor. She does have a YouTube channel, also great classes there as well. Thank you so much for joining me today in this crafting endeavor. I hope to see you again in my craft room soon. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and leave notifications on so you can be notified when the next video comes out.